All right, so we're in our, consolation for the dead game. Redemption. Dead, not Red Dead Redemption, just Dead Redemption. Um, so I decided I'm not going to stream this because it's last week. Last weeks can tend to go quick sometimes, and I don't have anything to do after a 1 hour stream. So we're going to just record. And see what do we end up at? Oh, look at that. 26 seconds, and I'm yawning already. So, all right. So, it's just a weird game. The White Knight, Black Knight are lagging a little bit. I don't like their cards. I like the Black Knights a lot better, simply because I think he's going to be able to complete this. He'll go right up here with Landslide. So I think I think the Black Knight might end up with 6 more points than he has right now by the end of this week. But it won't be a super exciting end. Um, I think the White Knight obviously wants to do sacrifice, and that's going to get him a point. But then he's just sort of stuck with cards, and so I'm sort of wondering, where he gets his points from the last week. Um, the witch, certainly she would love to consult with a demon and get her point. Trinkets is sort of a non-event. That's one of the things about, and there's not even that many dead creatures, but once a creature type is tapped out, then obviously some cards start to lose their the ability to convert the cards. So like trinkets, for instance, or even Dragon Slayer, because there's only one dragon left on the board. So some of that. The dwarf. So okay, the dwarf is going to go to his dig site, but you'll notice. I mean, where's the rescue? He has no way to get a damn rescue going because, I mean, he could go to. I might be able to do it if we can get to these guys. I got enough lancers probably to take them. So I think if I can get this dig site quickly, then the next thing we do is we buzz it up here, try to hit these guys with a rescue, and we can probably scrap 2 more points out of this. So again, it's only 8. So let's see where this goes. Okay. So I think the White Knight has not found the altar yet. I think we're going to search 4 times. We're just going to kick it. We're going to try it. We're going to do it. The Black Knight, same thing. He's trying to find the path. The witch. So the witch is vulnerable right now because she does not have her dragon tattoo here ready to roll. So I think she spell X's and spells. So that's going to be 2 of her. And I think she's just going to. What can appear here? Dragons and maybe spiders and that's it. And no giants because giants are dead for the rest of the game, really. I mean, I think it's time to rush. So she's gonna move to the next ledge, effectively, right? So she's gonna move to 5. Time to rush. And then the dwarf, I think, is going to move into here. So move to 6. Move 6. And then he's got 2 searches, extra search. And then I think he's going to, I think his guy does the same thing. So he's going to move to 6, search, and extra search. He's going to follow him and just move separate and do the search. And I mean, we could obviously separate, but I don't think there's any good reason to do that. Oh, excuse me. All right. See, there you go. Maybe I need more breeze. Let's try more breeze. What do you think? Nah, that's probably too much. Probably too much for the mic. All right. We do. Oh, we need 3 events, right? We do. We do need 3 events. So let's draw 3 events. Again, amazing weather. Well, that's intriguing because that lost shaman and the elf. And the elf's going to appear. I don't need this anymore. The elf's going to appear in. So we'll just do this one real quick. The elf appears in the guard. He's like, where is everybody? Amazing weather, doesn't really need, but we do need to pull, we need to pull our sun, our peace packs, right? So we're going to pull this, and we're going to go down here. And it's our last week. We're going to copy this, and we're going to paste it on everyone's sheet. So that's cranky because I need to redo everybody's move. So there you go. That'll show me. So where is the shaman? So the shaman is here. So now he is lost. So let's roll where he goes. And he goes 4, 6. So cliff 6. So there you go. So obviously we're trying to find the altar. That's fine. I mean, geez, do I really want? I mean, do I need another one? I suppose. The Black Knight doesn't get anything because he's in the dark. Well, this is good for her because she does get another move. I think what we're going to do for her is we're going to, does she have anything that would be good in, no, I don't think she has anything that really matters in the wood. She's going to rest one more time. So she gets an extra move again. And that's going to be a rest. And then the dwarf is heading into darkness, so he doesn't get anything either. So that's it. It is time for the last week, and dragons are on the menu. Dragon, it's what's for dinner. The White Knight is first, so he has all the searches. I've been having bad luck with searches with some of these guys. 3, so no. He finds 3 again. We need a 4 or a 1. There's the 1. So he does find the altar. Done. So that's good. That was 3 of his searches. Mark the altar off. He has 2 left. And what he's trying to do is he's actually trying to pull a treasure off of the altar. And so he needs a 3, 2, or 1, I think. Because what he wants is, nope, that's not going to do it. And that's not going to do it either. So he ultimately gets nothing. The dwarf moves in here. That's his archaeological dig. He doesn't move with his guy. I'm just going to move the guy, with him. 3. Oh, he rolls 1 die. Sorry. He's searching, and he does. Yes, he does. He finds the dig site. Done. So the dwarf moves in. Where is he? He moves in, finds the dig site on his second search. So archaeological dig, gain 1 VP. So that's his 5th card, and 5 gold. That's his 38th gold. fifth card. He's actually winning cards and a small treasure. So let's put this on the dead pile there. Are those large treasures? Those are large treasures. Wow. And he gets just some potion. So, whatevs. But he did do what he needed to do in terms of, and he has locate the vault. Okay, so I mean that's that. That is the dwarf's seventh point as of now. So that's a good start to the week. It's a good start to the week for the dwarf. His day is over. The guy comes in. So the guy's going to come in and he is going to search twice. And again, and there's nothing to search there. So he's done. And technically, I should. Oh, geez, we also copied dice somehow. Not sure how that happened, but okay. We'll put him in the box next time too, since we're supposed to move them separate. The witch. She's gonna spell X and spell, so this flips. She then rests, and she is gonna make 2 moves to here. And the question is, does anything appear? Yeah, no, I don't think so. Actually, this guy's dead. The lair is dead. It's really just smoke C, effectively, and roar C, and so on. Okay. And then we are going to do, so here's the thing. We're going to do the combat trick where we run out at the end of the day. So let's keep that in mind. Because that will give us the ability to make at least some quick movement up and out of. We want to go this way, up and around, I think. So done. Okay, and the Black Knight is last, and the Black Knight gets what? Just 3 searches. That's 1 fail. That's a success. Done. So, okay, that's cool for him. So he's got Secret of HP, Harry Potter. That's only his 3rd card point. And so now he has a passage from the high pass to high pass 4. And he finds the lost pouch. Lost pouch. Done. And he does have to roll it, so he's going to roll it. There's a D8 involved. And we have to pick a native group. So the native group is 1. It is the order. The lost pouch belongs to the order. Ugh. If it was the soldiers, this would be a no-brainer. We keep it and take the point. The order is going to be a little bit tougher to just get to. So I hate to say, I think that means I think that means he's not going to do it, is my guess. But he did get a point. So that's good. So let me copy this. Let's make sure that we're doing the right thing. Make sure everybody's getting their extra phase if they indeed deserve it. And did anything appear? Dragons. We got the shrine. Altar. I don't think anything appears anywhere. Okay. So we're on to day 22. So the White Knight Still doesn't have anything out of the damn altar. There's 3 treasures here. If he could pull 3 those treasures, he could pull a treasure. He could at least do the sacrifice. This has to be a large treasure. We'll just do the 5 and hope for the best on that one. He is going to move up to 4, since he can move up to 4, and that's going to let him. And then one of those moves is an extra move because he's still in a cave, and he's going to search then for the shrine. The witch. So, man, what is the witch gonna do? What is her plan here? She doesn't like the soldiers. I suppose she could eat them, but I don't know that she's going to get anything by eating them. She's winning prowess right now. Spells. I think that. So I was hoping for the consult demon, the demon to pop, because then that's going to give her the spell. That's sort of why I'm down here. But the altar has a type 2 anyway, so I think that's where we go. So I'm going to go for her. She is going to move, and move to the altar. And then she is going to search, and she's going to take an extra search also. And now the dwarf, then he has run out. So he is going to follow his guys. And they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. And they're going to get all the way up there. The vault. And the vault's there too. Okay. So we're going to pop the rescue. The rescue is going to be, so we get 1d6 plus 2. The rescue is going to be a soldier. And he's going to put it here with these guys. So we have a rescue here. So he's going to put the soldier here in patter 2. So soldier at goblins, right? So we'll just give us a little reminder. So that's his rescue. So we're going to write, we're going to write 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to move 5 right there. So move, X move, move, X move, and move to the borderland. And then we're sort of done, right? That is 3 moves for our guy. And we are following only. So 1, 2, 3. We get 2 extras. I say we hide and hide. And okay, I think we need a monster roll. I think like the White Knight's a little stuck here, but we need a monster roll. Serpents and demons. Well, that is very convenient for the witch. White Knight is first, Lancer HQ second, and so on. So the White Knight is searching, looking for treasure to pull out of the... so 6, no, no. We need some really low numbers here. 3, so at least we'll get the 5th card in this deck. It's the Enchanted Meadow. I mean, it's not the worst. The Enchanted Meadow of them is not the worst of those cards. So I'll give it that much. But it's not what the White Knight wanted. So that was 2, 3, and we're gonna pull nothing more out of here. Oh, we do get 1. There you go. So we get the 3rd card in the deck. That's his great treasure. Or his large treasure, I should say. So that's a start. These guys are going to go together, and they're going to go 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, right there. And I think they hide. Or you, yeah. So we're all hidden. And then I don't think any serpents appear. I think we're done. The Black Knight moves twice. And I think that only leaves him a single search phase to locate the shrine. 2 ain't going to cut it. Well, 2 isn't going to do it. Unfortunately, that's going to draw that guy. We actually didn't even think about that. And this is the only place where it would be sort of more useful to have one of these, right? Because you could do just enough damage to kill that guy. All right. So the Black Knight is done without finding the shrine. The Witch... Oh, and the White Knight, by the way, gets jumped by that guy. So the Witch is moving on down, too. So she's going to move. And then she is blocked. Done. So I think we have 2 of these. Let's do the Black Knight first. It's a little more dire, this situation. Fortunately, we have a friend, and that friend is going to lure this guy. Now, do we have a time 3 move? We do not. So no matter what, we're getting hit. That's okay. It's just Power of the Pit. Now, mind you, there's a couple rolls that would really suck. And in the meantime, we're going to take our action here to swap out a weapon. And I think we take this one. We're gonna whip out the broadsword. And that's fine. We're gonna whip the broadsword out. We're gonna pop a heavy here, and we are going to put it right there just in case. It doesn't matter because it doesn't matter. So we're gonna have our broadsword. We're gonna charge. Our guy's gonna distract them. We're gonna charge. We're gonna hope for a little bit of luck here. we'll get this just because this is going to happen. Fortunately, it's this guy, so it's unlikely that it's going to nuke us, but you never know. We rolled a couple already on stream. Actually, we rolled a double once and nuked everybody. So let's see where this guy ends up. 4. So he lines up perfectly. He's going to hit first, this guy, with the power of the pit, though. And so let's roll power of the pit. 5. Forget. So all his magic chits are gone. He hits him. He flips. The Black Knight's going to come in with a heavy star attack with the broadsword of all things. And he's going to kill the demon. So that is going to give him 8 prowess. It's not really enough to make a dent in the rest of the crew, but it does let him search with impunity here the last couple days. But I was hoping for a little bit better, a little quicker, I think. And then this one, I think I need to write this a little better. Just in terms of can the knight take that point away from her effectively and then she would PvP the hell out of the knight. I'm gonna say, let's say it pacifies the demon. For now, and then we will figure out how to write this a little better. It just says it won't battle you that evening. So a very a literal reading of that is that it would battle the White Knight. The White Knight probably ends up killing it, right? I mean, I don't think he can. I don't think the White Knight can lose unless it all goes awry, right, against this dude. And so, I mean, he would effectively be stealing those points because then there'd be no demons on the board either. There's no giants on the board, so trinkets is useless, and no. Nope. You know what? I would argue. I mean, so I would argue that we go with a literal reading, but she has no recourse either. So her recourse would be to kill the knight effectively. That would be what she would do at that point. So yeah, this is perfect for PvP in that, you know, the knight's readying his weapon for the demon. She turns into a freaking dragon. She eats the damn knight, saves the demon, consults with him, and scores the points. And she would really be able to do that because she outreaches him. Like she wins this. She outright wins this one. Because she can play the T3. Like this is super she is a great PvPer here too, because he can't well, she doesn't win this one. It just bangs his arm. So he would have to kill her. So this would be an interesting PvP right here. He would have to decide to kill her instantly. She would turn. First one bangs his arm. But he has a chance. He could intercept her. And if he does, he's going to do tremendous damage probably and kill her. If he doesn't intercept her, she eats him. So it's a 2/3 witch, 1/3 dude. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do exactly that. We're not doing PvP, but I'm going to say that um, I'm going to say that well, I tell you know what we'll do. I'll tell you what we'll do. Now this is sort of dumb, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna play the mock PvP right now. We are going to, um, we are going to, uh, make believe here that we're doing this PvP, and that will determine whether or not we get to consult the demon. There you go. So the knight and the witch are squaring off. Neither of them are hidden. They She can effectively ignore this guy. I mean, she is going to ignore this guy. And she is going to now, my one problem with PvP is I need to read the entirety of the combat rules again to make sure to get all the order correct. Because the order, once you start, that's one reason I avoid PvP in my solo play is I don't know the combat rules well enough to do all the, to have all the order incorrectly. So she's going to turn and he cannot play a fight fast enough to ready his weapon. So that's really going to hurt him also. So the first round, this guy's not ready. So he's just going to play that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to steal this. And I don't even know that he plays a move. I'm not even sure that he's going to play a move. I'm not even sure it's worth it. So I'm going to put my fight sort of out here. He's wearing heavy armor. And his move, I don't know that it matters. Because I think he's hit no matter what. So it pretty much comes down to, is he going to intercept her move or not? And if he intercepts her move, then he will do enough damage to kill her in the round that it takes her to cut through the tin can. Pretty much. That's what she's doing. Round one, she's just cutting through that damn tin can. And if she can do that in round one, round two, he will have a time 3 attack and it will auto hit her, but she will also have a time 3 attack and it will go first. So I think my assessment works. So what I'm going to do is very simple. I am going to so she can play theoretically a move in a fight. And this one really doesn't matter. But I'll put her up here. And I'll just leave her on the board. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to put her in a random box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is what I'm going to have to do when I do PvP. Their attacks and defenses are going to have to be sort of random. I think unless there's a super obvious, well, I have to cover my move, right? So she's just going to go in 1, 2, 3, 4. So she goes in the middle. And the head doesn't matter where it goes, but it's going to go in the top or the bottom. It goes in the top. So she's going to play like this. Her move is here, and so on. The white knight is going to play his fight in the middle. Oh, so he is going to win this. It's a 33% chance, and he's going to luck the hell out. And his move is going to go in the middle. He's going to cover his move. That's probably super dumb, but so technically what would happen is she is the longest, and she's going to go, and she rips that armor off him, and then he's going to kill her with that T5. And that would be the end of the battle. So I'm going to say that that's fine. And what happens is he gets the right to battle a demon. And he's going to kill the demon, and she's losing possibly up to 3 points right now. Now, he would have lost his armor, and that would have sucked. But you know what? It's literally a 3-point swing. So we're putting the demon. So the sucky thing about the demon battle is, we're just gonna have the demon fight him, and we're gonna ready our weapon, and we're gonna play a tremendous, and we're gonna hit this demon and kill him round 1. But he's gonna get that first ugly hit. Same thing. This demon cannot. So the demon goes to the bottom. Sure, but we get a power of the pit attack. And it's a 2. The target is instantly killed. So the serpent, our serpent buddy, is killed. And then the demon's killed. And the paladin gets 8 points out of that. So that brings the pally to 75. Which switches. So the funny thing is, he stole, in one fell swoop, he's stolen 4 points off of the witch. One fell swoop, the witch loses consult. She potentially loses her spell. Now, she might get a spell anyway. So, and she loses 1 prowess point. And it's like it's a 5-point swing. That's fascinating. That is sort of interesting, right? Because that's 75. It takes him just higher than her for his prowess total. So I think that's it. I think we've rocked the 2 combats. The Black Knight rocking the broadsword. Fascinating. And this guy allows him to do it effectively. So that's sort of nice. So we want to complete our pilgrimage. So let's complete the damn pilgrimage. The White Knight is going to complete his quest phase, so that's going to give him sacrifice. So that's going to give him a point. And then once you sacrifice, what the hell do you do? Well, we're going to go to the soldiers. So that'll be our whatchamacall. Then we're going to move to the house. Right, we have 1, 2, 3 moves to the house. So the quest will give us sacrifice. We move 3 times to the house. Uh, oh, we actually have a map of the room, so we should be locating better. Well, whatever. That's too bad. I'm usually not cognizant of those since they. So we get 3 moves to the house. Do we care about the soldiers? I think we're pretty neutral to the soldiers ultimately. Yeah. But the problem is we have to end our day here to swap out anything. So, okay. So we're stuck a little bit anyway if we want to. Um, you know what? I will trade with the soldiers, and I will, and that's it. That's my day. So done. Not the, not the best timetable here, but at least we're edging up a little bit. So that's his day 24. His day 24 is searching. His day or her day 24 is planning revenge. No, her day 24. So she's got this guy, the missing person. She needs to return him to a garrison. So man, she was gonna really pound it here a little bit with that. But so let's see if that can't be our last thing that we do. Did we find the altar yet? No. So we're going to search, and then extra search for the altar. That's fine. And then for the dwarf, what are they going to do? So everybody's following the dwarf now, and he's going to move into the cave. Extra move out. And hide. So it's actually move into the cave. So he's going to move into 6. He's going to extra hide in 6, and then move to, I think, 3. And that's fine. So that's it. So day 24 is ready. So last week is turning into a little bit of a thing here, right? So we get spiders and imps. There you go. The witch is first. The witch just wants to find this altar, so she is going to try to find the altar. And she has she has magical stuff here, right? So yeah, she's a lucky charm. She's gonna roll 1 die and find the altar. So that's easy. 3 is not gonna cut it. That's 1, 2. Come on. 3. No, come on. You can't. 4. You can't waste the whole day, can you? 5. Yes, she can. And she is done with the day. And spiders do not come. White Knight is running down here. He does his quest. So he's going to turn this in. So we delete it. Bam, it's gone. He's going to copy one of his chits. That's the obvious one to copy, and he does. And then he ends down in the house, and he is going to trade with the guys, and he's going to sell $13 worth of crap for what it's worth to the soldiers at the house. So $13. I mean, it's not, it's not so $17. But he does score sacrifice. That's his 4th card point. He's going to get Windfall, so he turns in Windfall, so that's $5 more. That's 18. So he's actually up to $22, which isn't terrible. And he'll get 2 more cards just in case there's something that, say, happens right at the house. Oh, he gets Plant Your Flag. Well, I would love that to have happened way earlier than now. We will roll that in a minute here. So that's the White Knight executing his turn, and he is done. This guy is following the Dwarf. The Dwarf is moving them into here. He is hiding with 1 die. He fails, so that sucks a little bit. And they move into the circus here. And spiders and imps, I don't think are going to show up. I think all the patters are mountains. Is there a statue in here? There is nothing good in here. So they all end up at the circus. Now, the funny part is he gets a blowgun if he needs it. So he's going to take a blowgun. I think if you end your day at the circus... Oh, I dropped it on my chart. God damn it. I do not like this aspect of TTS there. So circus is in town. End your day here to get a blowgun. Done. We can capture a tremendous creature now. And now the Black Knight still has to find this shrine. So he'll keep the, So he has 5 attempts at this shrine. And he rolls a 2. That ain't going to cut it. He rolls a 3's not going to cut it. I'm getting a lot of good 5. No, that's 3 of... okay, that's 4. Could we please make this count? No, we cannot make it count. Okay. So you do see a lot of his last week has been searching and failing. Not super happy with that. Definitely it's worth a point. Okay, he's done. I think everybody is done, if I'm to be honest. The White Knight turns in his cards, so he gets these cards. So he gets Plant Your Flag, which is a good one, I thought. It's a new one. And he has Woodsman, so find small camp. He's got that going for him. So what we're going to do is, for the Paladin, we have to roll where they want the flag planted. So it's a clearing, just like any other time we roll for clearings. We roll a d10, we check the chart. 6, it's Deep Woods. Deep Woods 5. So we're supposed to plant it in Deep Woods. Deep Woods 5. So let's go to Deep Woods 5. I mean, strangely enough, that's close enough to actually try. And if we can get there with no monsters in it and plant our flag there, we get the victory point, and we would get an income every week or something every week if we could keep this monster free. So I think everyone's done for the day, right? Yeah, I think so. So the knight is gonna make haste. So he's gonna Move, 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 move. Now, where the hell does he end up? And extra move. So where does he end up? That's a great question. He is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to end up in Ruins 3. So he is done. The Black Knight has to find this stupid thing. He's going to find it. And then I think he's going to try to clear the landslide and be sort of done. She is also going to try to find this because she wants to read runes here. And then the dwarf, he is going to, his guys are going to. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to hide. So we're all following. No, you know what we're going to do? Okay, so we're not following. So we're going to hide. Search. Extra move to the goblins. His guys are going to hide. Search. Extra move. Goblins. Sure. Don't really need. I mean, they probably don't even need to hide because they're going to take the brunt of this anyway. Yeah, I mean, we're going to charge like gangbusters, right? So we're going to be playing on this side so we don't get auto hit ever. This is the only guy that's going to get tagged, I bet. He might not. And then, you know, these guys can be pretty rough on the goblins because these guys doesn't really matter, but yeah. And then he's going to play on that side. They're all going to lure goblins, and we're going to cut them down pretty much. So I don't even know that we need to be that clever. I would like to be hidden, but I don't even know that it matters. Hell, you know what? I don't know that it matters. We're doing this. No, you know what? We need to fucking hide. And I'll tell you why. Hold on. What happened there? Because if we roll more goblins, then we're going to have 18, not 6. If we have 6, this battle's a gimme. The Lancers will cut the goblins up. And the dwarf will bash one, and the crossbowman will shoot one. It'll be glorious carnage. But if we roll a 3 for the monster roll, every goblin in the clearing comes in, and all of a sudden you have 18, and the dwarf's like, doo-doo-doo, and now you have 12 goblins, and he's cut down. So we don't want that to happen. So we are going to hide twice. We want the option to not engage if we need it. So, like, there was a weird desperation hubris combination, hubris, that came over me. It's like, oh, we got this in the bag, and man, I really could use that rescue point, and you know, and so on. And yeah, that was almost stupid because I almost guarantee you that you're rolling a 3 at this point. Now that that's all been broached. Let's get a monster roll for day 25. And if it's a 3, I'm going to weep. It's a 1. Well, that's better. We might get, they think you're going to get a dragon in here, but it'll be behind us. So, all good. The dwarf's going to go first. So the dwarf is going to hide twice. He fails once. I mean, he'd rather not. He fails twice. There you go. He's going to search once, so he needs a 4 or a 1. Ugh. I cannot do a search. There we go. He has the vault. Done. So we've located the vault. Oh, we already located the vault. Well, I am a dumbass. So here you go. I got locate the vault. So is there anything left in the vault to loot? Because I just looted it. No. There you go. And then he moves in and is blocked by the goblins. And then Roar happens, and I'm pretty sure Roar drags this dude here. And so he is done. The witch is going to search her brains out here to try to find the altar. 3 is not going to cut it. 5 is not going to cut it. Jesus. 5 is not going to do it. A 2 doesn't do it. And a 5 doesn't do it. Now, have we found the altar three years ago and we just don't know? So that is just ridiculous. Ridiculous. I feel bad because she still has a chance. It's not like she's done. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he is done. Now the guard are going to hide 2 times. They do. They're going to loot the vault. 3, maybe. Oh yeah. Golden armband, just because. Maybe a 1 or 2. No. And then they're going to move in with the dwarf. They're hidden, he isn't. So that's a thing. And then the knight, I think, also has to now find the shrine, right? And he finds it. Thank flippin' goodness. Okay, so the knight has found the shrine. That is going to cap his pilgrimage out. And the only thing he gets is a VP out of it. He doesn't even get a reward because and he is done. Like no problem with that. He is just gonna be complete. So that is what and he does have, I don't know if he gets the 4th treasure off the shrine. That's the 6th card. The ointment of bite. And none of this treasure matters at this point, unless it's a great treasure. And we get 1 more, 5, nothing. So he gets nothing out of it. That's okay. He's done what he needs to do. And that's fine. That's what he wanted. So he is on his 4th card point. So he gets Pilgrim. Right? So he got Pilgrim in there. That's sort of nice. That's his 4th point. I mean, he'll draw another card for what that's worth. Sudden insight. Find the thing automatically. Okay. Shoot me. Shoot me now. Shoot me now. Okay. And we are done. We do have a fight. It is the dwarf and his cronies against these goblins. So let's pull these guys down here and then realize, oops. Wow, I have no idea what just happened. I don't know what I just brushed. I don't know what key combination. I must have somehow brushed Control Z. How is that even a thing? Bring these guys down here. Let's unlock this. Let's copy it. Let's paste it. Okay. Let's try this one more time. Okay. All righty. And now the goblins are nowhere to be found because somehow we've deleted them from existence. Well, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's bring them down to here. That's fine. Drop them. Okay, let's never do this again. So 1, 2, 3. So we literally need 5 of these sheets. 5. And okay. So beginning of the fight, everybody's on the sheet of the dwarf. Dwarf's a little nervous. The cavalry comes rolling in. They're going to lure one of these guys onto their sheets. So now I do find horses awkward. So we're going to put the horses to the side. And we're just going to have to, I'm going to put the horse right above him. How's that? And we're going to have to remember that he is defending as the horse. So we're going to do this, and we draw him. We're going to do this, and we draw him. He's going to come down here with our third guy. So these guys are just riding these ponies, and they are stabbing with their stabby bits. It is carnage. Where's my boy go? My crossbowman. He goes there. And then we got one guy on the dwarf. So the dwarf still cannot ready his weapon, though. That is the bad part of this. Still can't ready the weapon. I mean, we can play a fast move if we want to. It really is not going to matter. And we're just going to stick with that. Oh, you know what we can do, though? Well, everything's worse than our dots. Let's understand something. So this is the fight. We got 5 guys charging down 5 of these goblins. We're going to take on 1 goblin. We're going to have a lot of dice. So we're going to be a little bit fussy here. So let's see where we end up. Round 1, this guy lines right on up. And 3. So what's going to happen is our weapon is longer. We attack first. He lines up. He's the first casualty. He's not really, because I think these guys' weapons are all longer. So it doesn't matter what order. This guy is going to go here. Does he flip? No. So that looks like all misses. This goblin's going to go here. Does he flip? We want them to flip, by the way. This looks like all misses. So he misses. He's going to miss. No one undercuts. If the goblins flip, those guys undercut. This guy does not undercut. But he stays put. So this goblin just rolls right into this spear. He like leans into the spear charge. He's like, I dare you. And this guy says, okay. And he stabs him at length 10 and doing heavy damage. So that's the second goblin kill. Third guy. He goes here. If he flips or not, he does not flip. This is sort of the one that you'd be concerned about, sort of, a little bit. Where does he go? He goes down to the bottom. Does he flip? He doesn't. This guy rolls a missile roll on the missile table. And we need to roll, I think, we got heavy damage. We can only go down -1. So we need a 4 or less. And we do not get it. So he doesn't kill his guy. And so it's misses all around. So this is where we stand. We got a kill. He got a kill. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take, doesn't really matter, H4, H4. Yeah, these guys are mostly equivalent. So we're going to deploy him to this sheet. So once again, we're just going to put the pony up above. And we're going to keep him on this sheet. So he becomes the defender at a time 2. He becomes the attacker. He's going to attack also. And then the dwarf will ready his weapon for no good reason. And then he'll attack with this. And he's going to put it anywhere. Well, he's going to put it here. Because if this guy does line up and this guy misses the shot, he's going to protect him. So that's it. We are ready for round 2. Now, weapon speeds win. And tie break goes to weapon length. It's a great rule, by the way. 2. So he goes down to the bottom. Does he flip? If he flips, he dies. He does not flip. Second guy stays put, so he's going to die. He flips. This guy goes first at a time 3 and stabs him to death before he can retaliate. That's the third goblin death. Down at the bottom, the goblin goes down here and doesn't flip. And now we have 2 guys to roll, right? Because these guys, so he stays put and he goes down 1. Everybody's going to miss. Now, does this Lancer flip? No. And does the other Lancer flip? No. No one hits anyone down here. Over here, our Dwarf is assisting our crossbowman. He goes way to the bottom. He does not flip. The crossbowman needs a 4, 3, 2, or 1 to kill him and does not kill him, and we miss otherwise. But we did kill 1 goblin. So killing 1 goblin does indeed allow us. So now we're going to deploy, again, in such an order that this guy's the defender. Again, just like this, done. So he's lured. 5, I mean, it's just a matter of time, I think. No flipping. We wind down to here. Where does we'll put these in the top box? Where's the goblin go? He stays put. Where do the does he flip? Yes, he does. Where do the goblins go? Where do the guys go? The guys go. Both of them go. He goes here, and he goes here, and then he goes here. Does the top guy flip? No. Does the bottom guy flip? Yes. Does this guy flip? No. So he intercepts at a time 3 and kills him. Before he can kill this guy, I mean, he misses the horse, so he's done. So that's that. Down here, remember we always put him in the top box if we can. That's usually the way we roll. 6, he drops to the bottom. Does he flip? He does. And does the crossbowman get the shot here? 4, 3, 2, 1. He does not get the shot. So once again, a miss. Now I could easily see this being difficult if you had 2 characters with this kind of army going at it in PvP. What the hell would you do? No idea. No idea. I'm going to deploy again. So he becomes an attacker. He goes on his own sheet. He becomes the defender on the sheet. Did I just cap this guy? Oh, yeah, he was up top, right? Yeah. Did he kill his guy? Why am I carrying an extra guy? So I feel... Was this premature? I actually don't know. That's the weird part. Like, I've totally forgotten what happened in this part of the battle because some of it's so rote. So I apologize for that. I mean, I'll give him 7 goblins if we need to. I'll pretend there's, that guy. So I'm just going to sit on that. But they did kill theirs. So what's going to happen is he's going to become the defender. And then these guys are going to be the attackers. So now it's not even going to matter. Because he's going to get lined up. And then we're just going to come up here to help him finish him off. So let's fight. This should be... I'm assuming this is the last round regardless. 2. No, he goes all the way to the bottom. Does he flip or not? He doesn't. So actually we miss up here. Who the hell knows what happened? Where does the goblin go? Goblin goes down to the bottom. Where do the guys go? He goes down to the bottom. 3 stays put. These two switch. So the crossbowman either shoots him or these guys gut him. So he is 100% dead. And just for giggles, we'll run the last round up here, and now he's going to stay put and flip and get killed. So because these guys speed, they cannot be undercut because they can always play, right? They play this way on the encounter step, and they flip to this on the melee step. Because of that, the axe goblins are not an issue, and the length of our weapons, the axe goblins are not going to be an issue. Spear goblins might be a little dicier. The weapons are longer. Not longer than the lancers, but they are longer than the axes. I'd have to look. So we're going to take 21. So we're going to take 21 prowess. So that's going to bring the dwarf to 33. So that's a respectable, if boring, total. He gets locate the vault, and he gets a rescue because he completed the rescue. So both of these are going to go away. And he actually gets 2 points today. So the dwarf has 7 points in cards coming in. And yeah, I'll draw 2 cards. He has Diplomat Goblins and Ancient Scroll. So that's sort of funny. So the rest of the goblins, seeing their brothers die so handily at the hands of these mounted men, decide maybe they should negotiate with this angry-looking dwarf. Maybe we negotiate. And now the dwarf gets a golden armband if he wants it. So let's look at our position here. We're rolling into day 26. So it's the last 3 days that we have. So we're going to check the scores here. I have the knight at 75. I have the knight at 4 card points. He has 22 gold. Okay. 1 great treasure. 22 gold, 1 great treasure. So I have that messed up. Done. Okay. I have the Black Knight at 44, 15 gold, 1 great treasure. 4 card points. I have the Witch at 4 card points, 72 prowess, 27 gold, 2 great treasures. No spells. She still hasn't found the altar, right? Oh my god. The altar's worth 2 points to her. She might as well get the goddamn altar. If she can get... I mean, she can run down and take... and put the guy back. That's another 2 points. So we're talking potentially 4 points. The dwarf, I have him at 7 card points right now. 33 prowess, 38 gold. No great treasures. So it looks to me that the White Knight is winning prowess, followed by the Witch. Done. The dwarf is winning gold, followed by the Witch. The Witch is winning great treasures. White and Black Knight both have 1/2 a point. That's it. So it looks like 6.5 for the White Knight, 4.5 for the Black Knight, 8 for the Witch, and 9 for the Dwarf. And we're coming to our last 3 days. So, and what is interesting to note, again, is that I think the White Knight stole potentially at least that consult. I mean, he stole at least 2 days from the witch, if nothing else, because she's not yet found the damn altar. If she hit consult, she's going to take the black spell instantly, get 2 points right out of there, go down, drop the dude down, get the missing person, which I think is also 2 points. So that's 4 points. So she'd have had 12 points like that. Then he stole a point of prowess from her by killing the demon. So it was a little bit of a coup for him, even though he's still in 3rd place. I think that was a little bit of a master stroke there for him, and we sort of, adjudicated it as best we could. So so the Black Knight would have to get 27 gold, so he would have to roll a 12 or more on this pouch. So he's done the pilgrimage, and he's going to do that, but what he's going to do first is I think he is going to Bones M is going to give us nothing because those giants are dead. So he's going to move to the landslide. Well, first off, the White Knight. Let's do the White Knight first because we know what he's doing. He's going 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's going to plant his flag. So he's going to do the quest. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then to the flag. And then he's going to extra phases his quest phase, and that's going to theoretically get him plant flag. Theoretically. Cool, and he is done. The Black Knight is going to spend 2 move points to go to the landslide. And so now let's think about, so the labor rules are thus. I just deleted those. Where's the labor rules? Let's put those right here. Oop, that is a little ugly. Some cards call for a number of labor points to resolve them. To conduct labor, you end your day at the site and do one or more of the following. Fatigue fighter moves, exhaust your followers or horses to get labor based on their weight, cast a summon spell to get the summon's attack strength, or cast other spells based on the situation or other items. There you go. And we probably should make an allowance, and I will write this in, for things like the 7 league boots and so on and so forth, right? If you can have a T, I don't count, I didn't want like only heavy characters to be able to do this kind of thing. So I count all asterisks equally, but maybe items, I will say, look, if you have the 7 league boots, you get that's the equivalent of a tremendous follower, effectively, or something like that. So we can certainly do that. We can certainly add that in. So he's going to go to the landslide, and he's going to quest and open the pouch, and he's going to hide, and then hide again for his last, because he has to end his day there to do this. Done. The witch needs just 1 day to get back. I would love... If she finds this thing today, so she's out of time. I would have loved to have gotten back and gotten Dragon Slayer as a for instance, because it would allow her to get her prowess back also. Now, she doesn't like the soldiers. She is unfriendly with the soldiers. The soldiers are at least a little bit dangerous to her, though. She's not. This is a non trivial fight for her. She can't just bag this fight. But she might be able to. Let's look real quick, right? She is unfriendly with the soldiers, so she is battleable with the soldiers if she wants to do it. Although the funny part is, if she turns in the guy, I don't think the missing person. He will not. They will be neutral to her, so she will actually not be able to do that. So it's worth the 2 VP to do it, and 10 gold might kick her up in the gold race. No, not quite. Okay. Well, I think you're still doing this. I think she's still trying to find this altar because it's worth 2 points to do. She can still get 4 points out of this, and she can still end up with 13 points. Oh no, I'm sorry, 12 points. So that's not terrible. Now the dwarf gets this guy as a buddy. The rescue is done. So another buddy for our dwarf. Another crossbowman. So he literally has an army of these guys. He's playing Mountain Blade. He really forgot we were playing Magic Realm and just segged straight into Mountain Blade. So the funny thing for the dwarf is he just got goblins. So where am I? Is that where the 6 goblins dropped when I lost them? Yeah. Okay. All right. So we just got goblins. So I can tell you what we're going to do right now. We are going to, the Lancers will follow us. We are going to hide once, move to 3 again, and then we're going to move to the Sword Goblins. I think 3. And then hopefully that's going to score us Diplomat. Right? So we're going to pop and pop. We're going to head to the circus, head to there. These guys will disperse. We will grab this guy. That'll be another point. I don't know what we're going to do after that. So I didn't write that. He got Diplomacy Goblins. And he has Ancient Scrolls, which is sort of useless. Right. I don't even think I'm going to worry about it right now. So there you go. Done. So 26 is ready to roll. And let's roll it. Let's do it. What do we got? Okay. Let's get a monster roll and see what happens. 1, dragons. Well, that's okay. Well, we're going to, ooh, geez, yeah. Well, that's going to be interesting. Let's see who goes when. He's following us, so he's going to wait until we go. So he is actually going to go down here. The White Knight moves into the landslide. The Black Knight moves into the landslide. He quests. He's going to open the pouch. So that gives him 3d6 gold. He's going to lose a level with the Order, I believe. Yep. So the Order who, is neutral is now unfriendly. I don't think it's going to matter, but let's... 7. Big number. 13. So the lost pouch is worth 13 gold to us as we open it. That's going to give us 35 gold. That ain't bad. We didn't write down his 22, so that's rough. But anyway, 13 is 35 now. So that's going to put him in second place for money. So he stole a point off the witch. Everybody's getting in on this action. Oh, wrong guy. That's the white. That's why. Okay, done. So that's not happening. Let's re-up that, rethink that. This is the Black Knight. The Black Knight has 15 bucks, and we're gonna add 13 to that, and he has 28. Which, strangely enough, still does the same thing. He still steals the point. So, but by one, by a single piece of gold. We do draw a card. We get Navigator, and we're just going to sit on Navigator instead of Pilgrimage. We have Sudden Insight instead of Lost Pouch. And done. The end of the day, we have to clear the landslide. So the Black Knight is done. The White Knight's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's going to plant his flag with his quest phase. Now the question is, does anything show up here? Slither, flutter, like nothing's alive in this row. So he gets the VP. The White Knight gets his 5th card point for planting the flag because nothing is around. So that's cool. And we will just put this down here to reference it later. Because theoretically, at the end of the week, he does get a thing. And he gets guide instead of plant your flag. And he is done, and nothing appears. The witch is searching for, you guessed it, the altar. That's 1 roll, 2 rolls, 3 rolls, she gets it done. She has found the altar. This is after really 3.5 days. So she marks the altar. She has 2 more things going on here. She is going to read runes. Now, this is a little bit dicey because and the first thing in the altar is not even useful to her, is a type 3. So we're going to shuffle and shuffle. We're going to draw and draw. And these are going to be the spells that actually are in play at the altar. So she's going to roll. She has a pretty good chance to avoid mishap. 3, she learns and awakens a spell. Doesn't really matter. She doesn't do type 3s. But she does get to look at it. And it is Elven Grace. And she flips it to the bottom and goes for the next one, the type 2. She gets 1 more shot at this. Before the end of the day. 3, learn and awaken. That's what she needed. And this is Torchbearer. So we're going to copy this card. It's actually useful. It would have been really useful had she gotten it 16 weeks ago. So she has 1 spell learned. That's potentially worth 2 points to her. And then Torchbearer goes in the bottom of the list. And we just roll that there. Done. And the witch is done for the day. So now she can sort of move on to the last part of her plan. The dwarf and the buddy, do they hide? Did they hide or did they not hide? Let's look. They do hide. Because he has an extra move in caves. Uh, well, he won't actually be able to do that, so they're just gonna waltz in. So no hide. Move, done. That's gonna draw the dragon. Poof. So we got the dragon, we got these guys, we are done, and we are all in. Now they can't use the horse because they're inside a cave. Something to note. So first we're gonna do this guy. So I'm going to allow for items to play in because I think we're gonna use that. So if you have a move item, you can use it. That's gonna add to your total. So he's gonna use the 7 league boots for 3, 4, 5. Don't want to do that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This guy is 10. You know what? We're doing it. 11, 12. Done. So he can do it in a day. He can burn that in a day. That's worth 2 points and $10. So he gets 23 today, giving him 38. Oh. And so the landslide is cleared. The pass is open again. This goes to the discard pile for what it's worth. And now the dwarf and his buddies have to fight. So what happens is we're going to play diplomat goblins. So that works. So we got Diplo. That is another point. That's our 8th point. 4 cards. We'll just throw that away for now. We do get one, but again, at some point. These goblins disperse back to the appearance chart, so we're going to put them back to the appearance chart. The dragon is not amused, and he is going to come get us. So he is like, what are you guys doing? Dwarves and goblins talking together is unnatural. And we're like, dude, do you see how many buddy charts I have on my sheet? I mean, I'm gonna, and I have another one. I mean, I don't need another one. That's likely not how this is gonna go, but I have another one. So okay, how are we gonna roll this? So the only thing that makes this guy really, really nasty is the fact that he does happen to have a nice long attack, which can cause us some problems. None of these guys are going to be able to do enough damage to kill him. It is really up to me and the crossbowman, and yes, this lowly goblin. So it is very possible that whoever, and we can't pull them on us. The natives can't attack. Oh, geez, sorry. The natives cannot attack on our sheet. We can attack on their sheets, but they cannot attack on our sheets. So I would argue that our rescuer, so thrilled. So he's going to get one shot off. So what we need him is to not line up. So we're going to have these 2 attackers. That's a rough not lining up. If the body lines up, we can kill it. We're longer than the body. We want this head to not line up. It it's one of those 33% chances. So we're going to play this, and then we're going to play this. And so we're going to, I mean, we're going to be faster, but today he is longer. So let's see how this goes. All the crossbowmen hopefully will shoot. So 1, he's going to totally line up right here. This head goes down here. So let's see, does the head flip? No. Where do our guys end up? Our guys end up doing 5 is everybody shifts down 1. And 6 is everybody, he goes down to the bottom. So he is going to get eaten, effectively. Unless someone can get a kill shot on this guy faster. Does the crossbowman, he flips. So even worse, he's going to miss. Does the other guy, even worse, he's going to miss. So the 2 crossbowmen are panicked, and they shoot shit all over the place. So I'm afraid that this longest attack goes first and eats this guy, our new rescue, and kills him. And then me and the goblin gang tackle this guy and kill him. So we're going to get 10 prowess for that. And that's 43 total, which again doesn't put us anywhere, but it keeps those points out of the witch's hands. She cannot do Dragon Slayer now, no matter what happens. We have 1 less mouth to feed over here, so that's probably for the best. One less mouth to feed, that is probably ideal. And we got 1 more card point in our repertoire here. So I have 5 card points, 75 and 22, and 1 great treasure for the White Knight. So that is true. I'm going to check these this time as I go through the day. I think it's time for day 27. I think we are almost through this game. So the knight doesn't have a ton of stuff to do, if I'm to be honest. I think what he's going to do is, I think the knight on day 27 is going to move to, so he's going to move, how many moves? 1, 2, 3 moves to Oakwood 5. He'll hide an extra hide and be done. Maybe the campfire's there. I mean, we're exhausted, so we're going to do 5 rest phases just to get to a state where we're not killed instantly if something attacks us. So she has completed she has gotten her spell. That's good. That's putting her in a good way. I think she's going to immediately move down to, so she is going to, with as many rest phases as she needs, 1, 2, 3. So she's going to need 2 rest phases. I am going to rest, and then move to the house. And I'm going to try to turn in missing person. This is the first time since that's been that quest has been written that it's ever been completed. so she's doing that. We got sacrifice. Sacrifice. And that's great, but I don't have any treasures. I don't know where I would sacrifice. Uh, I mean, I need 30 more. I need 30 more prowess to get prowess done. The vault only has 2 treasures in it. Is there anything else we can get to? We literally have 2 days, so we have 2 days to do this. I'm thinking we are rather stuck. I would love. Oh, I should. Oh, fudge! Son of a bitch! Okay. You guys are gonna. And I know it's probably going to be annoying. I am going to retcon this, and I'll tell you why. The dwarf has this stupid ass blowgun. So now here's the thing. The guy's going to get eaten because the dwarf doesn't have the blowgun ready. And so he's going to have to swap the blowgun out for a round. Or he doesn't really have to. He can do that in the encounter step. So yeah. So he actually would. I think he actually, to be honest, saves the crossbowman, which doesn't really matter. He saves the crossbowman because he's going to use the blowgun and hit that guy on a time 3. And so now we have this guy here. And so the dwarf is going to use his extra. He's going to hide. Then he's going to move to the circus. Because he has the blowgun. I mean, he did pick it up. And that's going to give him actually quite a bit. So he's going to lose the 10 prowess, but that's going to get him some extra gold, some extra prowess, and he's going to just to walk 1 clearing. He only has to go 1 freaking space, and he's good to go. So I think we're going to do that. So I remembered the circus. That's a tremendous. We're blowgunning him. It would have saved the guy. We'll just let that one ride. So I think we have 27s everywhere. Let's roll on day 27. It is 2 serpents and demons. The Black Knight is first. He's just resting, so it's sort of an easy gig. He just needs to make sure. So we're going to take move. That's 1, 2. We're going to take 3. And we'll take 4 rests. Nothing's going to appear because I think everyone in here is dead. All of my friends are dead. And he's done. The witch is going to bop down here. She rests twice, and I think she's going to rest. I don't think it really matters. She probably should have spell-X'd and spelled, but she rested twice instead. She goes down to the house and turns in missing person. So she's going to drop Pedro here. Missing person is going to score her $2, 10 gold. So the witch gets 2 points and 10 gold. That's going to bring her to 37 gold. That's going to bring her to 6 card points. So she is a little bit happy with that at least. Since people are starting to really catch her. And she's sort of hoping, and she's friendly, and she's not friendly, she is neutral with these guys. She's sort of hoping they insult her because she will then just kill them. I think you can. I think she can kill them because there's only one guy that does tremendous. So she's gonna, hopefully. Oh, and the wood folk show up at the house. So that's also fascinating. She will eat them too, by the way. And the White Knight goes here. He will be hidden or not. That's a knot. Did he get 2 hides? Yeah. What was that second hide was a success. Does the small campfire appear? No, but the large one appears. Oh, the wrong campfire, buddy. You went toward the stink. You were supposed to go to the smoke. Oh, womp womp. Okay. And no one's there, so because they already went. The dwarf, he's going to bring this guy back. He's going to roll a hide. Doesn't really matter, but he's going to roll it. And he actually gets a crappier roll because it's +1. So he does it, but he gets it in. He turns that guy over to the circus. 1 VP. So that's 1. So he does circus, the Cirque Day. How do you say dragon in French? So the dwarf gets another card point. He gets 10 gold, so that's actually keeping up with the Joneses there, since the witch is also piling up gold. He gets 2 times the dragon's value in prowess, so it's actually 20. So it's actually worth doing for that, even though it doesn't get him anywhere in terms of what his stats are. And then the circus goes away. And that was 27. The witch does have to roll. She has 2 native groups. She is only neutral. She's currently not attacking any of these guys, but she does have to roll for both of them. So, and she rolls 1 die, fortunately or unfortunately, but unfortunately, she rolls only a single die. And for the, she gets a 5. So no result for the woodfolk. Soldiers, maybe? No. They also love her. She is super lucky, and they're digging her. So these go away because there's no more missing person action. We don't need this anymore. So on the last day, we are simply trying to figure out, is there anything that we can do? Oh, the circus is gone. Like if the dwarf scores 21 points, he could steal a point from the witch. So they could go and try to cap that last group of goblins, and he might do that. So I see a place where he can score a point. So he is going to move to 6 and then move to 4. He could hide and then move 4. And again, just in case, right? So he fights the goblins, he gets the points, and he's done. So I can see him scoring a point. I cannot see the knight scoring a point at this point in time. I don't know what he would score. Yeah, he's sort of stuck. Oh, and he probably really, if I thought about it, once he planted, he should have probably run up to the shaman, grabbed him, and ditched him at the order. He might have had enough moves to do that. Instead, I took a risk over there. That was a bad call. Does he have the deep woods? No. So yeah, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, he's got nothing going on. So I think really I don't have anywhere I can get to. I don't have any great treasury things to do. So I think he is just going to sit it out. I know, East Paladin, you hate this, but the answer is I don't see any points he can get. So I think he's just big R's for retiring, effectively. The Black Knight. The Black Knight literally has all this crap he can do nothing with, which is too damn bad. 1, 2, 1, 2. I think though what we're going to do is we're going to go 1, 2. We're going to go to the large campfire. So we're going to move to the large camp. So that's good. We are going to, just in case, we're going to rest. We're going to rest. I mean, we can't. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get anyone there in time. Well, you know what? We are. Now we don't know. We don't know what the knight's doing, but we will take an extra trade phaser just in case someone shows up before we're done. The witch was not insulted by anyone here, so it's a little too lovey. The witch is going to head, move, and move back to the altar. And she will search and extra search again. And maybe, just maybe, the demon shows up because we could roll it. And then I think the dwarf. I think the dwarf is going to do exactly what we said, and he's going to go kill those goblins and take the point. If he can. So, day 28, gold magic in every clearing. We get 2 monster rolls, so this is sort of key because it could be serpents and demons, could be goblins again, could be serpents and dragons. So the dragons are going to kick back a little bit. The witch actually made a great lucky call there because she's going to actually get her her quest done. The company comes off the board. I don't know that that matters to anybody, but so those 2 things come off the board. The woodfolk come off the board also. And we're going to move our last day here. So the White Knight is first. And he is resting up and hanging out. These guys will appear. So that's a little wacky. The dwarf is carrying his guys along with him. And the dwarf is marching on right down. And so we do have to check because I think we're going to get Roar C is going to drag this. I don't think anything else does. And I don't think it matters. And we're done. The Black Knight's going 1, 2, 3. He rests twice for whatever that's worth. And he does a trade. And he loves the company. So he is all for doing a trade with the company. So he's going to sell all of this. Oh, and he does get 1d6 gold because he does have 1 chip for the missing person. So he gets 5 more gold from the missing person whenever she did that. So 28, we'll just say. So he actually has 43 gold in his pocket right now. So he is rocking some cash. Now, I don't think any of this is going to actually save him the day in terms of, like, he might get, what? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So that's 16, 8. He might get 8 more prowess from these treasures. That, you know, so he's just going to sell all of this to the company. So that's $8, 16 bucks, 22 bucks, 30 bucks go to the company. Company's like, yeah, we're more than happy to take your crap. They're very, very goodwillish of them. So I'm just going to put these here like this, and then like this, and sure. Done. But the Black Knight sells for 30 the last day and ends up with 73 bucks in his pocket. And he is done. The witch moves. She's going to search 2 times in the altar. Where's the altar? There's like 1 treasure in the nah. There's 1 treasure in the altar. Maybe she can pull it. Nope. And she's 1 more shot at it. No. The demon appears. And then there you go. And that's that. I think we're done. And so she is going, we'll do her first. So she's going to pop Consult Demon. So she actually is going to score Consult on the last day. So that will give her 7, a respectable 7 card points. She's not slouching on the points. Consult Demon is Amulet, Change of Heart, Dark Desire, and Demon Lore. Well, it's not going to matter at this point. She does get the point. She's going to learn a Type 5 spell. And she's going to learn Absorb Essence. Now, the nice thing about learning that duplicate spell is that means you can have 2 of them cast, and you can actually energize either one. So, again, day 10 she gets this. It's flipping amazing. And then she can convert up to 2 of her chits to cast it And I need to clarify that. The or is or she doesn't learn the spell. She would get another type 4 chit. So she's going to learn the spell, and then she would convert these to I would actually, given what she's got, I would convert this and this to type 5s, because now then she has this just random slate of type 5, and she becomes, a master of type 5 magic, and she can, and hell, if she wanted to really go nuts with it, I would convert this one to a type 5, so that way she could, and hell, if that was not absorb, if that was something like drain life, she would definitely convert that one, and then she would become a flippin' another badass. I mean, she's already badass. It's crazy good. And so she could have another absorb in her pocket for whatever reason. But she is done. That's her second spell learn. And she is done for the day. We do have a final battle to take care of, and that's these guys. So let's get these guys on the sheets. The blowgun is gone. How do we get 48 gold? That seems wrong to me. 10 gold, and we typed 48. Yeah, okay. So good job. Okay. So we're gonna get this last fight out the door. And you're not gonna believe this, but that little 86, I've lost the goblins. Wherever they were, I lost them. That's funny because someone right now knows where they are. I've played a little too much of this these past few days. I need to take a break. Oh my god. Okay, so here we are. We got 6 of these guys. We cannot use the horses, so keep that in mind. We are in a cave. Now, fortunately, we don't need to be too we don't need to be too clunky. We just need to be fast enough to not be undercut by their attacks, and we can generally do that. We're going to drag him. He's going to get one. And so we're going to put him and him and him. They're all going to get a good... I'm the Oprah of goblins, my friends. The Oprah of goblins. So we're going to put him here. And he'll be there, and he'll be... yeah, sure. We'll put 2 of them on there. Sure, 100%. So now here's the thing. When they flip, they're time 5s. So as long as our attacks are 4s or better... Now he's the only one that's actually in peril this round. And the crossbowmen, because they're always in peril. Crossbowmen are always in goddamn peril. So our goblin buddy does have an issue this round. So what I'm going to do is I will take this goblin, and I will let him fight him. So that'll be one other spot that he can kill him. And next round, I will figure out what to do with him. So we can't ready our weapon. We're just going to play this just like this. Of course, we'll play duck. And if he does swing, it's a 5. Will 11 gold help me in any way? 11. No. Because otherwise I would go to the middle and let him try to hit me and bust this and get a quick set of gold. So let's do all of these stupid attacks here. So our goblin stays totally put, and he can hit me, and he does not flip over. So what is going to happen is that he doesn't attack this round, and then we intercept him, and he is dead round 1. So that's the first fight. The second fight, 5. So this goblin's going to swing down 1. Does he flip? He does not flip. Done. Next fight, he goes down to the bottom. Does he flip, though? He does not flip. Next fight, swings to the bottom. Does he or doesn't he? He does not. Is he a flipper? You know, does he flip? Your wife, is she a flipper? No, sorry. 3 down. Does he, flip? He doesn't flip. Not a lot of flippers here in the goblin marriage. He goes to the bottom. Does he flip? He does not. We're going to roll 1 die for each of the sides of our guys here. 3 and 3 means that these two switch, and he goes here. And do our guys flip? So goblin, red does. So he misses this round. And blue does not. So everyone else misses. There's not a hit here. He's going to hit. And so he has to roll a 4, 3, 2, or 1 to no, and he does not kill him. So he is done. So we are once again going to play like that. We're going to just let that roll. We killed our goblin. And no one else took care of business, huh? Very disappointing, boys. Very disappointing. So we're going to ready our axe, and we're going to go here. And I think everybody is mostly safe. So we're just going to pop him right there. And we will be the fourth attack on this guy. So right here, we're going to do these 2 sheets real quick. So we'll start here. He stays put. Does he flip? He does not flip. So the result of this is going to be M3 damage on the goblin. So he's going to go. He did take care of business. Now up here, he's going to 5, swap down 1. He is going to not flip. We roll 1 die. Red dies on the left for the NPCs. 5 and 5. So that means down and down. And he goes down. So this guy is now effectively going to be killed. Is he going to flip? No. Crossbowman red? Yep. Crossbowman blue? No. The crossbowman gets to shoot first. 4, 3, 2, or 1. And he kills the goblin. Done. And now these 2 guys. Where does he go? 3. He goes here. Does he flip or not? He does. So that's actually going to get him killed because he is now undercut by the spearman. So he goes there. Where does he end up? 6, all the way down to the bottom. Does he flip? He does, which is going to get him killed because he's now undercut by the spearman. That's exactly what we want. Even off the horse, these lancers are pretty good matches for the goblin horde. We're here, by the way. He switched down to there. And he does not flip. And we're going to miss all around there. So we're going to make this really simple. Put the goblin on his own sheet. We're going to deploy. He will defend. The only problem now is you could get something like this where then he gets killed. It is now possible to kill this guy. So maybe no, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lure him. Done. So we're not even going to do this. We're going to have me. He's going to lure him right there. And I'm going to put my attack here. So we're not going to deploy. We're just going to lure him. That'll give us a 2/3 chance of killing him. So he goes all the way down the bottom, so we don't, effectively. He does not flip. So that's round 1 of nothing happening. Oh, 2, so he goes down to the bottom again. So another not intercept. Does he flip? Okay. I mean, I should be fatiguing moves, right? So I'm not going to play. Well, I could play the duck, whatever. So we're going to fatigue moves. So we're going to play so that this, since it's the last day, and then finally he's going to get killed. So it's a matter of time before he gets killed. But none of these goblins even, as soon as they pulled their spears, they were killed. So that's going to give us 21, which is 74. So, okay, that's it. That's the game. Let's do a quick count. I count 5 for the White Knight cards, 75 and 22 bucks. Okay. I count 6 cards, 73 bucks, 44 prowess. Oh, and 1 great treasure for those two. The witch, I get 7 cards. She ends up at 72 prowess. She gets blank at the end of the game as far as killing things. 37 bucks, 2 great treasures, 2 spells, which isn't bad. And then the dwarf clocks in at 74, 9 points, 48 bucks. So, who wins prowess? The White Knight wins prowess with 75. The dwarf gets the point off the witch for 74. Done. Gold. The Black Knight wins gold. So he takes gold. The dwarf gets 2nd place in gold with 48. Great treasures, the witch wins. Spells, the witch wins. So, the scores look like 5, 2.5. Looks like, well, 5.5 for the White Knight. So, 7.5. I shouldn't say that. So 7.5 for the White Knight. So not terrible, not great, but not terrible. The Black Knight, strangely enough, ekes in with 8.5. The witch ends up with 11 because of great treasures and spells. And the dwarf ends up with 11 points also. It was a great game. It was a solid game from everybody. A lot of end of game shenanigans for the dwarf. You know, a lot of end of game shenanigans for the dwarf. A fair bit from the knight, the Black Knight. He did a good job at the end. You know, not only taking the gold, but getting the landslide, the secret. Right? The White Knight, he got a couple points, but really sort of fuzzed out, I think, at the very end there. So the real winner of the end game The end of the game. Oh, I'm sorry. The real winner of the end of the game was the dwarf. He scores 5 points the last week in cards. Uh, does 62 points of notoriety between the circus and the two sets of goblins, and manages to at least keep one hand on the gold win there. So he really does a good job. The witch fizzled out a little bit at the end and thus lost her prowess and gold. So the the real move should have been, so what she should have maybe done, maybe, and I don't know, this might not have worked out, might have worked out. If she'd have flown up here or something, like the move might have been to maybe go here, grab the shaman, pop him to the order, turn in your guy there. So you get your point. So you get an extra point immediately. But then who are you fighting, right? So I don't know that I'd have done much different from her really if I were playing her alone. I think I think she just might have ended up there, and she really took. I hate to say it, but she took, you know, 2 or 3 days too long to find the altar, rolling a single die, and she had 17 rolls. You should have found that in something like 4 to 6 rolls, not 17. So that probably killed a whole 2+ days for her. The White Knight literally stole the consult off of her and got lucky with that 1/3 chance of killing her for the right to do so. Because again, otherwise, she scores that way earlier. And then can move on almost at the beginning of the get closer to the beginning of the week. So it was all good. I thought it was a great game. It was very eventful. We had a huge stream, 6 hours for the first 3 weeks. This week was eventful. It took two plus hours to get this week done. The last week, so we really played it to the end, and really fun. And the witch with her great summon, or great absorb, and her lucky charm and the flying carpet. That is again a fun combination there, I think. So yeah, pretty happy with how that all went. Oh, and technically, I mean, yeah, well, yeah, technically, the witch might have stolen the tiniest bit. This is worth 6, 7 points. Maybe she gets the notoriety, the prowess. I don't necessarily. I forget that rule all the time, that I put the notoriety value on the bottom of those. So I usually just ignore it. So I'm going to continue with that for now, and then I'm going to reassess that rule because, like I said, I forget it 8 times out of 10. I forget that one. Rules as written. Everybody has to check anything they didn't do for great treasures. They have to check for a notoriety value, and then they can add half of that to their stuff. So he would get, 1, 2, and 6, so 8, which doesn't help him. The dwarf would get 1. She would get, actually, with that flying carpet, she would get 7 points. That actually would kick her up, and probably give her a slight edge over the dwarf. and an extra edge over the ignite. But I think I'm going to leave it as is and probably just delete that. I'm going to leave it in the rules, and you guys can do it or not. But um, but again, I mostly forget it. So and so that's it. We're done. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you very much. Please, the channel has grown quite a bit. I mean, quite a bit from a standpoint of it's gone from like 20 to 40 users over the course of the past couple months. So I do appreciate it. If you're watching, please comment. Subscribe if you want to. Like the videos because that's pleasing, and it is fun to do this. It's fun to do this online. It's fun to have a community. Uh, Again, there's not many of us. There's like 3 or 4 or 5 of us that hang out. If you see me streaming, come by and chat. I love to chat. Love to chat Magic Realm. If you have other games, by the way, I will actually put a video. There you go. And talk about that. What other games capture any of this? And don't say Mage Knight. Okay, you can say Mage Knight. That's fine. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks. And we'll figure out what to do for the next one of these.